We've seen a lot of times over the past several years where actors or actresses in Hollywood, they'll say that something is just so outrageous, they can't believe that the fans would do something like this to them, that this harassment is just too much. And oftentimes it's blown out of proportion. But this one that we saw about the Wicked poster that was made by a fan, a Wicked poster that was edited to make the movie that's being released, Wicked, more in line with the poster that we saw from the original musical. Virtually every single person in the world looks at this and is saying this actress is out of her damn mind. Cynthia Erivo calls out fan-edited Wicked poster that hides her face. None of this is funny. It degrades me. And we talked about this story a few days ago when it really started popping off. This is the poster she's talking about. They took this, what they put out for the poster. There's Ariana Grande playing Glinda the Good Witch right here. And they edited it to make it look like the original musical poster. That's it. Nothing offensive. They just pulled the brim down, darkened the place so you can't see the eyes, and made her lips red. And made her actually smile a little bit. They wanted to remind you, a fan did this, by the way, that wanted to remind you, hey, you know, maybe we could do this. It would be cool. It's a little homage to the original poster. And Cynthia Erivo acted like this is the worst fucking thing in the world. The lead actress herself. This is the wildest, most offensive thing I've ever seen. Equal to that awful AI of us fighting. Equal to people posing the question, is your pussy green? Which, by the way, is like a decade-old meme that Wicked fans have. The original poster is an illustration. I'm a real-life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer. Because without words, we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me. And that is just deeply hurtful. And virtually every single person in the entire world thinks that this is a retarded take. But there are some people out there defending her. People like this. Well, no, this is the person that originally posted it, by the way. Somebody who just has a Palestine flag as their name. Yeah, I'm sure they're really trying to erase you, Cynthia Erivo. Okay, so I decided to repost this. The last few days have been wild, and it helped me realize that the initial reaction was largely overblown. This is, and always was, an innocent fan edit to pay homage to the original Broadway poster, and there's nothing wrong with that. But take a look at some of this stuff. Look at this guy tries to jump to the defense. For everyone saying they're not understanding why Cynthia is upset about the edited poster, please take into account that her features in the edit were made to look bigger and made her into a caricature that we've seen over and over again in black women. This got ratioed, rightly so, because what the fuck is he talking about? This is the edit. This is her. What are you talking about? Her nose looks basically exactly the same. Her lips are, listen, they're pretty big lips in this one, and they're pretty big lips in this one too. They just made it a smile to make it look like the poster. They smoothed out the skin a little bit so it wasn't like the freckled appearance like you have in their version. That's it. This guy's a fucking idiot. What about this person? Mercedes Swan jumps to the defense right here. Black women deserve better. We deserve better than to have our identity erased, minimized, or modified when we show up for work. Okay, for everybody else, but for black women, we got to treat you special. We got to treat you with kid gloves, apparently. Stop being victims. Let's listen to this.
You're gonna be popular.
If you don't like black women with boundaries, then just say that. Listen to black women. If you don't like black women who speak up, then just say that. Respect black women.
I thought this was a parody at first, but I believe this is genuine, from the heart.
You can't apologize when you have done black women wrong, then just say that. But what we are not going to say is that Cynthia was overreacting, was bitter, angry, or jealous. Believe black women. I know that the intent was not to erase Cynthia, but you did. And then now, there are...
No! What are you talking about? They didn't erase her. Like, she's right there. She's still in the picture. They just made it look a little bit more like the original. That's it. No disrespect, no erasure, you fucking idiot.
Are many creators, many in the comments, doubling down on this. And no matter the intent. This was the erasure and dehumanization of a Black woman. Protect Black women. Even if you don't understand how this was erasure, we have to consider how Black women have historically been dehumanized and erased. You hid her face and therefore her identity and the representation and what this means to many Black women. I mean, do you know how excited Black women are about her micro braids?
This is so stupid. And this is one of the reasons this is happening is simply because they cast a Black woman and then made that part of this character's identity. Like, that's what's going on here. So now anything that happens is viewed through the lens from these woke, insane victims as some sort of slam towards Black people. Like, that's what's happening. Her micro, you know how excited we were for her micro braids? And I can't believe you edit it like that. It doesn't matter your intent. All that matters is that I'm Black, she's Black, and I don't think that's okay. Go fuck yourself.
Public devaluing of the experience of Black women is what many Black women face every single day when they go to work.
If Black women behave like you and like Cynthia Erivo, maybe you're the problem. Maybe those Black women who continue to have all these problems with people erase, maybe you're the fucking problem. I'm just going to go out and say that because that's reality. Anyone with a brain thinks that this controversy, that her being outraged like this is laughably stupid. It just is. This is a nothing burger. This is a fan edit that was made from somebody that's a fan of the franchise and was probably very excited about going to see this movie. Not to erase a Black woman and you blow it out of proportion like this, and the only people you have defending you are insane people that are getting completely and totally ratioed, and rightly so. This has nothing to do with her being Black until you make it all about that. But that's what happens in Hollywood, and when you hire people that are perpetual victims and constantly looking to make it something like that, you shouldn't be surprised when that's exactly what happens.